Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver lo cierto y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo. Tú y yo descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada. Vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the UCLA Bruins and Arizona.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
Now we'll look at UCLA's starting lineup. Jordan, he's in at the point. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Robertson at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Here's Fresh. Arizona getting their last shot to go. Outside Jordan. And the Bruins, another three.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
There's the pick. Johnson the screen. Here's Lewis. It's deflected. And a wide open look for Jordan. And the Bruins, another three.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And it's a completely new group for Arizona. And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins.
Boy, Arizona has had a lot of outstanding players in the NBA at all positions. For a while, they were known as a guard factory, and rightly so. Plenty of the outstanding guards have played in Wildcat jerseys.
Goodwin kicks to Carter. The screen from Ewing. That try by Carter, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For the Arizona Wildcat program, a lot of great guards over the years. Perimeter players in general have been their strength.
Yeah, think about it. Andre Iguodala, Jason Terry, Richard Jefferson are some of the recent names. How about Gilbert Arenas as well? I mean, they've made their way also into the coaching ranks as well, with Steve Kerr doing a terrific job with the Warriors, and now Luke Walton, an assistant.
Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
How about having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986.
Now here's Jordan. 12 points for him. That 3 off the mark. Arizona trails by 3. Nobody near Williams. No good on the triple. Here's UCLA. They're on a 12-4 run. Jordan can't get that one to fall. Goodwin with it. Williams dishes to Hollins. Carter the pass to Ewing. Arizona moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Williams kicks to Goodwin. Here's Ewing. No luck. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And for the Wildcats, arguably their best years were in the late 90s and early 2000s. In 1997, they won their lone college championship. A lot of trips to the Final Four around that time, too. You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard, in addition to the leadership, too.
And guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that, but
we need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
And the Bruins going here with a whole new group out there. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
They've got Mitchell. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. And it's Lawson in at the point. From deep, Jordan. The shot misses. So Arizona will take it the other way. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
So on the floor for UCLA, Jordan, he's in at point guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot. The Bruins leading by 6. Pass to Looney. Outside for Jordan. Launches a 3. Jordan can't get that one to fall. The legendary John Wooden was the coach at UCLA from 1948 until 1975, and Greg, he built his program from obscurity into one of the most storied programs in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he was a fantastic coach, arguably the best of all time, and even a better person by all accounts. I mean, there's a reason why such great awards carry his namesake, and he coached a lot of the greats in terms of our game.
Johnson outside. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Inside, here's Lawson. A beautiful reverse layup. Lawson's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Arizona. And here's Jordan outside. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Now here's Lewis. He has 5. Watson the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Johnson dishes to Lewis. Back to Johnson. Here's the 3. Second shot opportunity. Count it. And the Bruin lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Lewis.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And here's Jordan outside. And the Bruins another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Johnson kicks to Lewis. The feed to Lawson. Dishes it to Lewis. And he gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
We've got Johnson. Mitchell is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Lewis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Arizona.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Lewis on the way. Baseline J on the way. Jordan with the rebound. The Bruins leading by 6. Now the pass to Campbell. Back to Jordan. Fires from deep. Jordan can't get that one to fall. Lawson outside. He feeds it to Lewis. Gets some room on the way in, and the bucket's good.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And Arizona making a change here. Ewing's checked in. .109 left here in the second half of the game. Landry against Jordan. Puts up the baby hook. Arizona with another miss. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. So Arizona will take it the other way. Outside Landry. He dishes it to Ewing to tie it up. UCLA grabs the miss.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
There's 31 seconds left here in the second half.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
We got time. Don't rush up. Get the best look.
27 seconds left to play in the second half. Lawson kicks to Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for Arizona, Stanley
And the free throw, no good.
At the line for 2.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
There's 18 seconds left in the second half. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for Arizona.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Here's Goodwin. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
And even that might not be enough.
Greg, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback.
The drive by Jordan. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run. And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort.
Hi, everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see Villanova facing the UCLA Bruins.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Now we'll look at Villanova's starting lineup. They've got Miller. Bryan is out there with Cooper. And it's Beal in at the 1. Cooper kicks to Beal. UCLA grabs the miss. Outside Jordan. He feeds it to Roberts. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Roberts got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
There's the screen. And stolen by Jordan. For three. Beal pulls it in.
Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
Now Beal following the three-point attempt by Freak. Cooper. Rebound by Roberts.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside Jordan. There's the pass to Campbell. Dishes to Roberts. Off with the layup.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Beal the pass to Bryant. Here's Cooper. To end the drought, and that's good for two. And a new group getting ready for Villanova. Here's UCLA. From the top of the key, there's the bucket. Good. Jordan's got 5 points so far. Villanova trails by 6. Gaines kicks to Moore. They set the pick. Pass to Jones. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he gets the bucket. Jones has got his first bucket of the night. Jordan in at shooting guard. Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then there's Free, and it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Jordan. Sinks the triple. He's got 8.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And for Villanova, they've got Cooper. Foster is out there with Jones, and it's Moore in at the 4. Here's Gaines. And there's the feed to Moore. Here's Foster, and he uses the glass on the layup.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Left side, Jordan. Three-pointer. Cannot hit. Villanova goes the other way with it. Gaines kicks to Jones. 1:58 left here in the first half. Passes it to Foster. Out to the right wing. And the foul called on Freak. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
So on the floor for UCLA, Jordan, he's in at the point. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Beal. Pass to Cooper. Jordan with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Jordan. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Jordan's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Bruins. And Beal kicks to Bryant. There's a screen. There's the dish to Miller. And stolen by Jordan.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Bryant's shot is good.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace, and that was far from it.
Jordan against Beal, and the pass to Campbell. Back to Jordan, fires from deep. Miller grabs the miss.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Now here's Beal. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Beal can't get it to go.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Personal foul.
The Bruins shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
And Villanova go with the whole new group out there. And so Jordan nails both of them. Villanova trails by 15. Now Gaines. They set the screen. Shoots from 12. Drain for 2 points.
Assist from Kyle Clarkson.
And here is Jordan. Feeds it to Barton. Outside Jordan. Lets it go from deep. Villanova grabs the miss. So on the floor for Villanova, Clarkson is out there with Jones. And it's Gaines in at the point guard position.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
The Bruins leading by 11. Kicks to Barton. And here's Jordan outside. That's good. Jordan's got 19 points.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Teams changing it up here. And some changes here for the Bruins. Fresh comes in for Porter. And it's Jordan in for Free. Ross is checked in for Villanova. McAdoo comes in for Beal.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it would be a win by a large margin for the Bruins.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for him in the end.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Jordan. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now, Ross following the three-point attempt by Freak. And another miss by Villanova. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Off target from three-point range. Here's McAdoo. He dishes it to Moore. He kicks it to Jones. From deep. No good. So it's UCLA picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
Hawkins shot good. Here's Jordan.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Badgers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Danny. 2 shots.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. On defense, Wisconsin. And the pass to Campbell. They set the screen. Jordan the pass to Fresh. Campbell with it. He's covered by Hawkins. No good from Campbell. Evans with it. Pass to Decker. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Oh!
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Hawkins to the middle, and UCLA gets called for the foul. Floats one, and it's good on the layup. Hill's got his first points in this one.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Thomas passes to Free. Johnson outside. The rebound by Gibson.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The Badgers working the ball around now. Decker can't hit.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
From deep, Jordan. Count that one. Jordan's got 6.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Gibson in at the 4. Hill kicks to Decker. Wade dishes to Hill. Pass to Hawkins. Wade outside. Down low. Count it, and the Bruin lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Hill.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And the Bruins going here with a... And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Jordan, he's in at point guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5 down low. And for the Badgers, Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 spot. Now Decker following the three-point attempt by Freak. It's Hill on the wing, Campbell defending, and the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here is Hill. Now Hawkins down to 5 on the shot clock.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Bruins. Wisconsin trails by 6. Hill kicks to Decker. Pick up by Hill. Passes it to Hawkins. That drops. Hawkins has got 6.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
There's the pick. Kicks it to Hill. There's the pass to Hawkins. Shoots a 3. Hill, no good. The Bruins leading by 7. And a wide open look for Jordan. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. He's got 17.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And here is Hill. Inside, here's Gibson. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
It's stolen by Hill. In transition, here come the Badgers. Jordan, he's in at the point. Irving is out there with Johnson. And it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Jordan, and it falls over the rim and in. Jordan's got 10 points here in the second half. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bruins.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
The Bruins leading by 12. Fires the three. Hill pulls it in.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now Hill following the three-point attempt by Freak. Gibson passes to Hill. Gibson the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Hill penetrating. And the shot is long.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Jordan with the bucket.
And with this lead, it looks like they'll hold on for the title. A special moment for everyone on the team. And really, what a year it's been for their star, Freak.
Yeah, very impressive considering everybody pinned their hopes on him to lead the team at the start of the season. And he hasn't disappointed. For all the hype that surrounded him, he lived up to all of it.
And Wisconsin going with almost an entirely new group here. There's 39 seconds left here in the second half. From downtown, Walker with the rebound. Here's the Badgers with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Shot to stop the run. And again, it's the Badgers missing. And out of bounds as the Badgers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Fisher with the ball. The feed to Walker. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher. So it's UCLA picking up the win. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation, being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players, the rest of the students watching, I mean, this is something that can never be taken from you. They will always have this moment in history to reflect upon.
And it's such a punishing path to this moment. I mean, you look back on all the close calls along the way as the field gets whittled down round by round. I mean, they survived quite the gauntlet to get to this moment.
Indeed, a very special moment. And that's going to do it for us. I'm Kevin Harlan. It was a pleasure to be with you all season long.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi, I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This is his life.
You're not listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know, but it is his future.
This is none of your business. You still
have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do.
Have had
Nobody
your
is
30
better.
seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to understand.
Would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you, son.
Love you too, son. Bye.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Michael Jordan from UCLA.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that it was true. It happened to me.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, Harlem in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you uptown.
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who is also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell Mama.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibration.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibration.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.